So today we're going to do a sweep from bottom half guard called the lower leg shift sweep. So I would consider this technique a fundamental technique, which means basically everybody should know how to do it. And it doesn't take any special physical attributes, any special speed or strength. It gives you a lot of control over your opponent, a lot of connection. You know, Danaher just released an instructional for old players or something. This is one of the key techniques because you get a lot of control. So let's take a look at this. So I'm going to start in a half guard and I need proper frames. So the first proper frame is this shoulder pose where my elbow's on one shoulder. You guys can come around, look on this side maybe, and I'm blocking his cross face here. I could have a high knee shield like so. If I have a low knee shield, I can do that as well. Let's see, who should I ask? Paul, do you have any idea what's important if I do a low knee shield, what I should be doing with my feet? Crossing them, yeah. If I don't cross them, he can sprawl out. Now I'm losing control over this guy. If I cross my top over my bottom like this, it's really difficult for him to sprawl on down. And it gives me more control over him, okay? So we're gonna look to come up on an underhook. So chat, if I'm looking to get an underhook on my opponent, what do I always need to do first? In general, a general idea. It's not a specific technique.
Crunch.
Yeah, I wanna off balance him somehow. Like, yeah, Kazushi. If I just come up like so, he could probably take an underhook over here on me and put me on my back, and then he's gonna be a little bit ahead of me. So the Kazushi we're looking for today is an arm drag. So I keep this frame and I'm gonna reach with my hand back here to his hand. And then I get his elbow and I pass his hand to the mat. Now I'll come up to grab his back, but he'll likely have time to reach back and get a whizzer here. Exactly. So I don't wanna stay here yet. Now we wanna get to our lower leg shift. So here's what we'll do, folks, to get our lower leg shift. Maybe come around back, Jason, because this part's important. I'm gonna put my feet together and bring my feet inside, a little closer. And I uncross them before I do that. If I cross my feet and come inside, I get tangled up. So I uncross my feet, I get both feet inside. Now we want the lower leg shift. So then the lower leg shift means I'm gonna take his knee and put it here. Can you just demonstrate camera photo? I want to get to this position, okay? So here's how we do it. As I fall to my side, my knee is under his pelvis here, and I'm going to pull him forward, and I'm going to straighten my bottom leg. So I get that lower leg shift. The other thing I need to do is, with this foot here, I'm pulling his ankle sharply. I pull my heel to my butt, and I pull it across. Look, you can see it's moving in when I do that. I don't want to be relaxed. I don't want to hold this foot with my bottom foot. I want this top foot pulling it like so. This arm's going to pull this like so. I have his pelvis with this hand. I pull that toward me. So I have a really strong connection. See, both my arms are strongly connected. My leg is strongly connected. Now this leg here is free to move, my bottom leg. Only my bottom leg. Now I'm going to sweep him, put him on his back, but never let go of my connections. Never even loosen them up. I'll only move my right foot here. So here's how I move it. I grab the ground and I start to pull myself to face the ceiling. I start to face the ceiling more. I'm facing the ceiling. Now I keep going until I start to face the mat. I keep going. Now I'm facing the mat. Look, I never let go of my connection. So he can't scramble away from me, and I'm ready to pass to a better position. So there's a lot of details in this. So for your newer students, try to accumulate as many of the details as possible, because each detail gives you some leverage, gives you a unit of leverage. So the more you can get, the more effective you're going to be in this technique, okay? So low knee shield, my feet are crossed, I have my frame. I need some Kazushi, so I'll do an arm drag to Kazushi him. I come up, he gets his whizzer on me here. I uncross my feet, bring them to the inside. I need my lower leg shift. I can't do this technique unless I get his knee shifted here. So my knee's behind him a little bit. I pull him forward and straighten my bottom leg. So now I have this. But I need to keep pulling this. See? I want his hips facing away from me a little bit. If he can turn and face me, yeah, this isn't as strong. So I pull him in so he's turning away from me. Dan will tell you that his hip is locked in. The more his knee is bent, the more I'm pushing it to the side of his knee, the more control I have. If he can straighten his leg, I have less control over this guy. So I hook that foot and I bend that strongly. Now this foot is the one that moves everything. And I don't just turn and bridge. I take as many steps as I need to start to look to the ceiling. Now I'm looking to the wall. I keep going. Now I'm on top. And I'm in a really strong position. Okay folks, let's try this. 1, 2.